Today I want to dispel a myth about improving your cardiovascular health. Did you know that cardiovascular diseases are the #1 cause of death in the United States? But research shows that exercise can prevent it, and it's not cardio or steady state activity, which most people think. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, cardiovascular diseases are the world's largest killers, claiming 17.1 million lives a year. But it gets worse. By the year 2030, almost 23.6 million people will die from cardiovascular diseases annually, mainly from heart disease and stroke. So you may be asking yourself, how do I prevent myself from becoming another statistic? Well, first we must understand cardiovascular health is determined by genetic and environmental factors, nutritional intake, quality of our food supply, and exercise. Of these factors, we have the most control over how we exercise and what we eat. This video will discuss the exercise component. However, before we can discuss what exercise is and what we should do, we must determine what the cardiovascular system does. And here's where a lot of the myth comes in. Now, in most simplistic terms, it delivers blood, oxygen, and nutrition to the muscles and carries waste product away. The cardiovascular system is supportive to the muscular system. So if you make your muscular system work harder, your cardiovascular system has to work harder. But most of our collective consciousness concerning exercise is based on a so-called aerobics philosophy. In 1968, Kenneth Cooper coined the term aerobics to denote his fascination with running. Now, he later expanded to this and included a host of activities, thus crossing over to millions of people. Over the past few decades, the term aerobics has been replaced with the term cardio, under the assumption that steady-state activity serves to stimulate and improve the functioning of the cardiovascular system. It's important for all of us to realize the following two facts. One, the center of metabolism in the body is skeletal musculature. Collectively, it possesses the greatest vascularity, the greatest concentration of mitochondria, and the greatest peripheral nerve supply. It's the site for the majority of chemical reactions and heat production. Although the heart is a muscle, it is involuntary. It is optimally accessed through exercise by meaningful muscular loading. The very nature of steady-state activity, aerobics, is to avoid meaningful muscular loading by burning the bones so that muscles are spared to prevent endurance and thus avoid exercise. Now time for the good news. So how do we get to the cardiovascular system efficiently, effectively, and safely? You do that through high-intensity muscular contractions. How do we safely produce high-intensity muscular contractions? Good question. Strength training. According to the Center for Disease Control, strength training is important for cardiac health because the heart disease risk is lowered when the body is leaner. One study, in fact, found that the cardiac patients gained not only strength and flexibility, but also aerobic capacity when they did strength training 3 times a week as part of their rehabilitation program. This and other studies have prompted the American Heart Association to recommend strength training as a way to reduce the risk of heart disease and as a therapy for patients in cardiac rehabilitation programs. Now, strength training is the only practice that can lead to total fitness, which directly and efficiently will encompass all of the suspected and unsuspected benefits that a person can experience from exercise. Strength training is the only exercise activity that asks not how much we can tolerate, but more appropriately, how little do we require. In strength training, only the results matter. The process is secondary. All reasonable expectations from exercise are accessed through the skeletal muscles by strengthening them. These include, but not limited to, improvements in bone density, vascular efficiency, metabolic efficiency, joint stability, muscular strength, and cosmetics, getting that lean toned look so many are after. So when it comes to cardiovascular health and a myriad of benefits that accompany this idea, quit taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Get off the treadmill, stop the running, stop putting stress on your joints, start an intense progressive strength training program 2 to 3 times a week for only 30 minutes and help yourself from becoming a statistic. To find out more how you can achieve your health and fitness goals in only minutes a week, click on the link below and you can request your free initial consultation at one of our convenient facilities. Until next time, I'm Jeff with OVERLOAD Fitness, helping men and women just like you achieve their health and fitness goals in only minutes a week. Thanks.